Hey guys, it's Izzy. I just recorded this and nothing collected what I recorded. And I honestly hate when that happens because I be saying some really, good stuff and I really be getting in my feels. And it doesn't capture what I had to say. So I don't know if it's because my video was too long. It was 9 minutes. So I'm gonna try to say what I have to say on here. But I just wanted to say that I had this word, this like sentence on my mind. Um, it was from The Other Side by Bruno Mars, and he was collaging with CeeLo and Bob. I love Bob. I grew up with Bob. He's so cool. Really good musician. And Bob, at the end of the song, he keeps on repeating and repeating and saying, it's better when you don't understand. And I'm pretty sure that's exact words he says. It's better when you don't understand. Really cool part at the end of the song. But I was just thinking that saying has so many different aspects and beautiful point of views in my life to really listen to and look at. Like, for me, when I make music, and when I'm just like freestyling and I'm not really paying attention and I'm not going by any order or anything, and I really don't know what I'm singing about, I'm just being random and I'm just making random chords and everything, it always turns out beautiful. It's crazy. It's better when you don't understand. Like I don't understand a lot of the things that I'm doing and saying, but it sounds so well. And it's like that when I'm doing art, when I'm painting and stuff. Sometimes I don't know why I'm painting these things and I don't know why I'm adding these colors together. But hey, it's better when you don't understand. It turns out absolutely beautiful most of the time. It's like when I'm being spontaneous and I'm not planning things, things work out and things just go so much more smoother. When I'm praying to God, you know, for a long time I thought I had to do things in order. But when I pray to God and I just really get in my feels, um, and I'm just spontaneous, blotting out random what's on my mind and what I really need to tell him, and stuff like that. It really helps. It's I don't know why I'm doing it, but it's better when you don't understand. I feel him more. When I'm not doing things that are so planned. It's so weird. It's so weird when you are spontaneous and you don't really understand things. How sometimes they can have more of a deeper feeling, rather than knowing exactly, what you should be doing. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like being spontaneous and just kind of just going for it. Like right now, I don't even know why I'm saying this, but in a way I do feel like I am making something out of this. I don't understand why that sentence is such in my head right now and I can't go to sleep. But, maybe God has an actual reason for me to put this out because maybe somebody needs to hear it. It's better when we don't understand. I believe God allows a lot of things to happen in our lives, and we might not understand it at that moment, but it all comes together and it all works out for God's will. And as long as we follow Him, you know, everything will be okay. It's better when we don't understand sometimes. Um, yeah, I feel like I could say more. I feel like, okay, I will say this. I feel like with a lot of this stuff, it's like I said, it's all in your feels. It's how you feel. How is your heart feeling when you make that song? How is your heart feeling when you write that poem? How's your heart feeling when you pray to God? it's not so much about your knowledge and, having things right all the time. It's just more about, you know, the moment. And I feel like sometimes we forget about that. Sometimes we don't understand things and things don't make sense. But like I said, sometimes it's better when we don't understand. And not I. I did not say this. Bob said this. Bob came up with that phrase, and it's beautiful. And I'm sure he probably got some beautiful idea um, from someone, or maybe the Holy Spirit and his guardian angels and God might have whispered that into him. You know, he probably had no idea that, what does this mean? But he put it in a song, and it's just beautiful saying. I think is something that we need to hear more often. It's better when we don't understand. I love you guys. I hope this records, and I hope this let me post it. But yeah, I love you guys, and thanks for watching.